Welcome to Beyond the Blueprint. I'm Jason Smith. We are here live at the IBS show, NAHB IBS show in Orlando, Florida. We're here today with Phil Warrick. Phil's out of Greensboro, which is why we're actually talking to Phil, part of why we're talking to Phil, but he's got a pretty big role this year in this show as he's the man, right? So Phil, you're chairman of the show this year. Is that exactly the title through NAHB?
I'm the committee chairman for conventions and meetings.
Okay, nice.
So the IBS falls under that.
Okay, perfect. Well, and if you're not familiar with the show, there are approximately 1,800 exhibitors, over 1 million square foot of exhibit space, all kinds of educational sessions, and it's the largest show of its kind in the world,
Right.
correct?
This is actually the 82nd IBS that we've ever held. 13 years ago, we got together with KBIS with their big show, and we put them together to co-locate. So what that enabled us to do is to become the single largest show in the world of its kind, where you can come and get all this information and see products, do all the educational things and that sort of thing. KBIS has about 500,000 square feet. We have about 675,000 square feet.
Wow.
So the total is about 110, 15, or 1,000,001. It's big.
Over 1 million.
Over 1 million.
So it's a lot of walking, that's for sure. If you see anybody here and they're not in tennis shoes or comfortable shoes, you know it's probably their first show, probably,
If
right?
they do less than 20,000 steps a day, they're slacking.
All right, so I'm gonna step back just a second and talk about Phil. Phil's from Greensboro, which is why this is kind of cool. This is the largest show of its kind in the world, and somebody out of Greensboro is actually heading this thing up. And Phil's with Piedmont, Wholesale and Engineering in Greensboro, has been a member of the Home Builder Association in Greensboro for many, many years. And tell us how you got involved on the national level.
Well, it's basically, as you go up through the organizations, I was a state president, or the local president in Greensboro, and then Gary Hill came up to me and said, hey, I'm going to be state president. I need you on my exec committee. Come on to state. I said, I don't know. And then he said, no, you're not listening. I need you at state. And so I went on the state board, and I was appointed as a presidential appointee. And I just ended up on the ladder and ended up being state president in 2019.
Right.
And then as we all are members of the state association in leadership, some of the requirement is that we participate in national events. And so I've always been the kind of person, if I'm coming to an event, someone is sponsoring me to come to an event, I'm going to give them as much as I can for it.
Sure.
And so I've gotten involved in a lot of committee work, meet a lot of people, do a lot of educational things, all that sort of thing. So it's been great.
Right. Well, so 2026 marks the last year that this show will be in Orlando. Then
correct.
we're headed back to Las Vegas.
Correct.
This show is massive, y'all. If you can see behind us, I mean, you're just seeing an inkling of the people that are here. This is one hall, or one concourse. There's a north and a south, also full of people, and then some, I'm sure. So, so let's talk about what kicked the show off today. You guys had a special guest, Emmett Smith.
Emmett Smith was
So that's pretty cool. And then closing out the show, they'll have a concert, and it'll be Brothers Osborne. So from one thing to the next, but then there's a lot going on in between. So tell me, you've probably been here for a few days ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Tell us what's kind of goes on. We're just getting here, so we're kind of just getting started. You're not. You've been, this is going on for months and months.
Yeah.
So what kind of leads up to this for you?
Well, your chairmanship year, we actually are responsible for finding sites to do our other meetings. So we have a meeting every spring that's usually in Washington, where we go and visit all our senators and representatives up there, do our lobbying, that sort of thing. But then we have a fall board that goes all over the country, go to various places. We just were in Denver this last November, and this fall we're going to be in Detroit for our fall board meeting. Already on the books, we've got after Detroit, it'll be San Diego, and then it'll be in Dallas after that. But we're in charge of site selection for those fall meetings. So in October, we ended up going to 3 separate cities and site visiting 11 different hotels as to the feasibility. They sent in an RFP.
Man.
And so we had to go check it all out. Look at the deal. I mean, you got to look at rooms, you got to look at food, you got to look at
Yeah.
how
Can you
everything
accommodate the
works.
amount of people?
Exactly.
So for a show like this, speaking of which, only 2 places in the United States can actually hold this show. It's my understanding. One's here and the other Las Vegas. Is that accurate?
It has been accurate.
Okay.
At this point in time, we have literally sold every square foot inside this building.
Yeah.
And as you look around, we've sold most of the spaces that you can hang advertising and do things like that. So, yeah, we've outgrown Orlando.
Yeah.
With the 2 shows together.
Yeah. Which is hard to believe. I mean, it's just to walk this thing. It's hard to believe anything could outgrow anything like this.
But yeah, Las Vegas gives us a little more footage, and it's logistically different. But we made that decision.
Location-wise too. I mean, we're on the East Coast. I imagine Las Vegas is a little more west, but west central. I mean, it's probably a little easier to get to for West Coast folks, possibly.
You get more southeastern people attending the show. International actually is bigger in Las Vegas, but we've got a few headwinds on international right now.
Gotcha.
So, and it's out of our hands.
Okay. But what are some of the highlights other than Emmett Smith and Brothers Osborne, everything in the middle there? What are some of the highlights of the show this year that people need to see or know about?
Well, we have several different sections, new things that we tried to feature. We've got new products section, where all new products that have been brought to the show. I think we got 90 new products this year. We've got a lot of outdoor exhibits as well as what's here. So, in the whole, 1,000,001 square feet and another 20,000 outside. So those are all those sorts of things. We have educational things that we're doing. We have 120 educational programs that we're offering while we're at the show. Now that's just the IBS side, the builder side.
That doesn't count sales and marketing and all that?
KBIS has, sales and marketing. Okay. We have a new thing this year that we've set up. It's the AI Tech Zone. Mm-hmm. So we get 400 or 500 proposals for educational things, in which we select maybe 120. Mm-hmm. And so that's a big lift. But we have a whole separate thing that we've done this year to try to start featuring the different things that we can do with AI. Mm-hmm. We're very, very early in our being able to use AI for the benefit of our business, and it's hard to find AI that drives nails.
Right.
But they can manage our businesses and give us more time to do things. So we've got those sorts of things going on too.
Okay, nice. So if someone's, I had a conversation with someone a few weeks ago, a builder. If you're new to the industry, or maybe you're not new, maybe you just never, for whatever reason, attended the IBS, why should someone attend?
This is the largest single show for our industry, for the building, real estate, kitchen and bath, all the stuff that goes into it, all the associate products that go into the construction of a residence is here. If you want to come and look at things and see what's going on, there's no other place on a yearly basis that you can come and get as much as you can right here. Yeah. And that may be a little bit too much, at one time, but I've just never heard anybody come away and say they were disappointed with the things they found at IBS.
Yeah. What are the things, I've been coming for, it's hard to believe, but I've been coming for probably close to 25 years now, plus or minus, maybe a little less. I don't know, but one of the things that I think is real important is networking. You meet lots of interesting people from different places, and ideas you may hear or learn from other folks in other areas. Maybe they don't all work for me where I'm from or where my business is run, but maybe you can take some idea or some thought from what they're doing. And then the other thing I like about it is, you come down here like you're talking about the new ideas area. The next new big idea for the new homes industry could be at this show. Oh yeah. And you don't really know until you know. That's right. And so, you might be here and see it first. I know a lot of builders were here one year, and we saw they were doing the doors that take from the ground to go up into the attics, to help lift things. And it's something so simple and so easy, but now they're putting them in custom homes in our market, which is something small, but there's lots of things that are going on. I know everybody loves to go to the kitchen and bath show and see all the new kitchens, baths, tubs. Kohler's always got an amazing booth. So just to come see the spectacle and the booths that these people create is fascinating.
Well, the part of it that's so important, though, Jason, is you can come and see the things that all these people are bringing to the show, but you have technical experts, and people know how to use these things that they bring to the show, so they can explain to you how it works and how that happens.
So I'm going to go back one step here to the networking. Can you share with people, just from your experience, because you've been doing this a long time, and you've met a lot of people through this association, whether it be local, regional, state, or national. How has the networking benefited you professionally?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, you meet such a group of people here. I could literally go to any state in the country and know I could call somebody and know them. So you get to know people on a social basis. That's important. But you get to know people if you have a certain interest, and it comes down to the educational things or the seminars that we do. You can go see those folks, and you're in a room with folks that are of a like mind. They have an interest also. And you also have centrals for different things, like a custom builder central and remodeler central. If that's your interest, through the 3 days of the show, we have a lot of presentations going on in those centrals, again, for like-minded people want to see those things.
That's a great point. So, I mean, if you're some people forget that there are builders here on a national level. The biggest builders in the world are here in our country and across everywhere. But there are things that are valuable to anybody of any size. And like, that's a great point. And I like to attend. Tomorrow I'll be at the sales and marketing sessions, and I love to go around and bounce around from those sessions. And I see a lot of folks I know that have met over the years, and I always think that's a lot of fun. And there's something here for everybody, no matter the size of your business. You can always learn. And Phil's out of Greensboro again, in case you missed that earlier. He is the chairman of the convention this year, so to speak, through NAHB, and we're so happy that he's from Greensboro and representing us, and we thank you for being with us today.
My pleasure, Jason. My pleasure.
And guys, if you want to catch an episode of this, you can go to triadnewhomeguide.com, and you can see other episodes of Beyond the Blueprint as well. Thanks for joining us here in Orlando.